really disturbing footage of Bieber, Odell Beckham, and Trey Songz.
Yes.
Like, and Trey's like literally sitting there playing Lookout.
Playing Lookout as Justin Bieber goes down on Odell.
The boy came up with his mouth wet.
Mouth wet.
What?
Dribbling.
50 Cent recently dropped a bombshell, alleging that Diddy was involved in inappropriate behavior with Justin Bieber and Usher. The claims have shocked fans and the industry alike, leaving many wondering if these accusations will lead to further revelations about Diddy's past. According to 50, he's seen and heard enough to believe these stories, hinting at a darker side to Diddy's infamous parties and close relationships with young stars.
It was hard for me being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn, and everyone, telling me they love me and, just turn their back on you in a second. So if she ever needs me, I'm going to be here for her. But yeah, just protecting those moments because people take for granted encounters. And
50 Cent has long held a grudge against Diddy, stemming from what he perceives as Diddy's shady dealings. In a recent interview on the Enthusiast podcast with Lincoln Salazar, 50 opened up about his reasons for keeping his distance. He revealed that he avoided Diddy's infamous parties entirely, claiming that he and many other industry elites were well aware of the controversial activities rumored to take place at these gatherings.
Did he do it, right?
Yeah.
I know you've been heavy on social media talking about it.
He did it. And I'm the only one who's been vocal about this long before it actually.
Oh, you've been saying this for a long time now. And then no one was, they're just, why is he saying this? And now it's coming out like crazy.
But I also didn't participate. I also didn't go to those parties.
Yeah.
So a lot of the celebrity culture that you don't hear saying anything is because they participated.
But was there a reason you never went to those parties back in the day? Obviously, I know what was going on there, but is there a reason you never did?
I'm just not with all that freaky shit. Like all of the stuff that he's doing, I'm not into that type of stuff. I'm just a little more, maybe you could say basic or normal.
Jaguar Wright has also come forward with her own unsettling account, detailing what she claims to have witnessed at Diddy's parties. According to her, she saw men in distress, with some even screaming and trying to escape from Diddy's presence. Wright's statements add another layer of intrigue and controversy, intensifying the already persistent rumors surrounding Diddy's gatherings and the dynamics within the industry.
Bisexual, they do weird things in their house, and young men have left their house screaming to get away from them in their mentorship. Meek Mills, Bashir Gray, left that house screaming. August, the only one that stayed, and I guess he was really sick. He needed
This closely aligns with claims made by some of Diddy's alleged victims over the years. Due to Diddy's influence, even high-profile figures like Usher and Justin Bieber reportedly feared speaking out about their experiences. While Usher has not directly accused Diddy of sexual abuse, he has hinted at disturbing memories, once noting that he witnessed things no child should have.
Moved to New York City, and I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp.
Yeah, that's what it was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
in the 90s. Do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not really. I mean, but hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it. And it was but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
So nobody tried to, some woman didn't come along.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that. What I did say is that there were very curious things taking place. And I didn't necessarily understand it.
Biggie Smalls was there.
Biggie Smalls was there. Lil' Kim, Craig Mack.
All these people are hanging around.
Yeah, man. Faith Evans, Jodeci, Mary J. Blige. They ain't know nothing about this shit.
Oh.
I was having a good time. You know what I mean?
Does he have you doing any chores? Are you doing dishes at all? I mean, to keep you humble somewhat? Or are you just like, can you stay up till 4 a.m. with them and party?
I mean, I could. I actually stayed up longer than them.
And what kind, do you have money? What's going on?
I mean, I had like per diem. I had like,
what
like
a
living.
life.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
14 years old. You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy camp?
Hell no.
During a 2004 interview with Rolling Stone magazine, Usher also brought up how Diddy introduced him to sex as a 13-year-old, and what he showed Usher was Wild Puff introduced me to a totally different set of sex, specifically sex is so hot in the industry, man, there was always girls around you'd open a door and see somebody doing it, or several people in a room having an orgy. You never knew what was going to happen, now believe it or not, but despite Usher going through so much and outright telling people that he would never send his own son to Diddy, Usher was the one who sent Justin Bieber to Puffy. Flavor Camp, according to Jaguar Wright, Usher was the one who discovered Justin Bieber, began managing him, and then handed him over to Diddy.
Actually, someone made reference to the fact that Diddy trying to get at Bieber the way he was trying to get at Bieber was looking a little predatory. And then Usher came in and discovered it and managed him and got custody of him and promised to look after him. And then he sent him to the diddler.
Welcome to the family, John.
Diddy was a powerhouse in the entertainment industry, and insiders knew that without his endorsement, a career was unlikely to flourish. Iconic stars like Jennifer Lopez, Jay-Z, Will Smith, and even Hollywood heavyweight Leonardo DiCaprio all backed Diddy, solidifying his influence and reach across both music and film. His support became a golden ticket, paving the way for artists and actors alike in an industry where connections often dictated success.
2020, y'all. Yeah. And it's different than when it was 2016. You know, the game has been elevated. As we can tell, there's no expense being spared. We had a Black Billionaires lunch. Yeah. You understand? Right. And we here together, and we're gonna keep staying together. We getting tighter. You know what I'm saying? And united we stand. And ain't nothing else to us.
Shockingly, Diddy seemed unfazed by potential consequences and openly acknowledged the controversial nature of his infamous parties, even hinting at their legal risks. "They won't even give me a permit for the parties, man," he once admitted. "They don't want me throwing them anymore, but we're not stopping. We're going to keep having fun and bringing people together from all walks of life. You'll hear about my parties, they'll be shutting them down." His statement captured the audacity with which he approached his gatherings, creating an air of both exclusivity and notoriety. Diddy has always projected confidence about his notorious parties, even suggesting the legal trouble they could bring him. "They're probably going to be arresting me, doing all types of crazy things, just because we want to have a good time," he said, hinting that the gatherings were about breaking boundaries, racial, generational, and social. According to him, these parties were a place for people from all walks of life, from Ron Perlman to Jay-Z, to come together. Some believe Diddy's confidence stems from his influence over high-profile figures. In 1999, Diddy and J.Lo were involved in a high-profile shooting incident that led to one fatality. While J.Lo was never charged, Jaguar Wright claims there's evidence suggesting she played a part in the incident, and that Diddy helped her evade charges. This alleged history may explain why J.Lo has remained silent on issues surrounding Diddy over the years. Jennifer Lopez's 3-year relationship with Diddy came with its share of controversy. Following a nightclub shooting in 1999, where one woman was injured, rumors circulated that Lopez had gun residue on her hands, and she reportedly carried a gun in her purse that night. Jaguar Wright alleges that Lopez, despite possibly having been involved, avoided scrutiny simply by shifting her public image, eventually marrying high-profile actor Ben Affleck, which distanced her from the incident. According to Wright, Lopez has never acknowledged the victim, donated to her medical costs, or spoken out against Diddy for allegedly trying to silence the incident. By strategically moving away from Diddy's orbit, she escaped the fallout, yet Wright claims her silence is telling. The narrative adds to the suspicions surrounding Diddy's control in Hollywood and his ability to evade consequences with the influence he wields over celebrities. Jaguar Wright claims Jennifer Lopez's silence on her past with Diddy indirectly allowed other women, like Cassie, to fall victim to similar patterns. Wright suggests that if Lopez had spoken out about her own experiences with Diddy in the late 90s, it might have raised awareness and potentially prevented others from enduring mistreatment. The alleged toxic dynamics between Diddy and his romantic partners only became more notorious over time, with later rumors implicating Cassie in a similar cycle of control and alleged abuse. Lopez, according to Wright, has maintained distance from the Diddy controversy through careful PR management, yet questions linger about her silence. Wright goes further, alleging that Lopez was involved in controversial events, including orgies, during her relationship with Diddy. She also references a claim that Will and Jada Smith attempted to initiate Lopez into a threesome when she was dating Diddy. This tangled web of rumors only intensifies the scrutiny around Diddy's influence over high-profile figures in Hollywood and the lasting impact of his relationships. The conversation takes an intriguing turn as the host presses 50 Cent about his past comments regarding Diddy, particularly the claim that he once considered confronting Will Smith. 50 maintains his position, suggesting that his outspoken nature regarding Diddy's behavior has led to speculation about Diddy's sexuality. The tension rises as 50 acknowledges the rumor mill surrounding their interactions, insisting he never explicitly labeled Diddy but pointed out the peculiarities in his behavior, which some interpret as suggestive. As the dialogue unfolds, 50's wit shines through, recalling moments where Diddy made comments that struck him as odd or overly flamboyant. He expresses discomfort at certain remarks, highlighting a divide in their personalities. While 50 Cent has never shied away from confronting Hollywood's elite, the host challenges him to clarify his stance, questioning whether his public criticisms have affected his standing in the industry. Despite the playful banter, the underlying tension reflects the broader culture of fear and silence that many in Hollywood experience when it comes to speaking out against powerful figures like Diddy. At Chris Lighty's wedding, 50 Cent recounted an awkward encounter where Diddy offered to take him shopping, prompting a baffled reaction from him. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more updates.